Hello there, me wee bunnies. This'll be my first double dunk in a day in quite a few weeks, maybe even months. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. I'm exhausted. I just finished taking a cold shower. Worked the rush shift from 4 to 9:45. Actually, it was 3:50 to 9:49. So it got me my 6 hours in. Made $8 an hour from the pizza place, which I'm not supposed to say their name. And I made $6.50 an hour in tips, so $14.50. I'm not real happy about that. One of those was my fault because I didn't bring the receipt like I should have. But three of them, they were just flat out assholes. Inconsiderate, non-thinking assholes. Tip your pizza delivery drivers. Tip the people who help you have a better day. You know, you don't want to go to the daggum pizza place. Well, the guy who's delivering your pizza makes crap money. And either you get charged more for your pizza every single time, maybe substantially more, or you help the driver out according to his ability. If he's a craphead, then, you know, if he's not cordial with and a jerk and those kinds of things, and maybe just tip him $1 and say, hey dude, don't be an ass, but I appreciate you bringing my pizza. Right? But if he's a badass and makes you laugh and leaves you with a smile and a good experience, then tip the motherfucker. 5 to 10. 5 is amazing. If I got 5 from every person I went to, I'd be making enough money to support my family. And if I got 5s and 10s, I'd be making enough money to support my family and to take care of things that need to be taken care of. Like, when I say support my family, I mean pay my bills wholly and buy all the groceries that would give them a better life. Not the crap, but like healthy meats and butters. Organic, you know, that kind of thing. But that'd be, $5 everyone. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling, but I'm frustrated with it. I'm going to change paths. It was a good experience. I learned a lot from it. I got great managers. Jay and Amanda. They're amazing managers. They own that bit of that franchise. They own that store. They've started it with the help of Mark and Beth, who have franchise ownership over that area, I guess. I don't know how it works. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not getting into that franchise. The food hurts people. They don't do it on purpose, but that's just the food that hurts people. Casein and gluten. Not good for you. My co-workers, for the most part, they're pretty awesome. Eugene and Yin, they were the first ones I met. Besides the ones I was hired with, which was Cheryl and Lamar and Joshua. Haven't seen Joshua in a couple of days, though. Haven't seen Sheekum in a few days, too, but I wasn't hired with him. I saw him a few days later. Ivane, he's a pretty cool dude. Going to school, working in the off summer hours, trying to get by. Hard worker, does what needs to be done. So is Yin and Eugene. They're good people. Same with Sheekum, good people. Takes care of things. Does it right to the best of his ability. With Adam, the night shift manager. Haven't seen him in a few days. Good guy. Stuck in a rut, but good guy. Angelus, doing the best he can, young guy, assistant manager. He'll do good things for himself, seems like. He's a good guy. Had some new hires here recently. Samsonite, I like him so far. Let's drop back and talk about Alexander, Jose, Wilver, Ashley, Hazel. Tony was actually Jose, but we already got a Jose, so he's just Tony, and his mom called him Tony, so no big deal. Oh, I'm missing Abraham. I believe it's Abraham. No, it's Alexander Abraham. Oh, there's another. There's the two black guys. Well, there's quite a few black guys. Or chocolate, if you'd prefer. Yeah, I like chocolate better. Dark chocolate. Some of them dark chocolate. Some of them light milky chocolate. You know. Anyways, these two, for some reason, they seem to have similar facial features, or maybe it's facial hair. I mean, one's a bit chubbier than the other. Not by a ton, but it's in its cheeks. And I'm getting their names. I can't recall the skinnier one. It's frustrating. I'm trying to get better at names. I used to suck at it pretty badly. Apparently I just wanted to ramble tonight. I'm not rambling. These people are in my life. They're important. I interact with them on a daily basis. And they help me and I help them. And that seems important. So I'll talk about the things that are important. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm working very, very hard. I run to my car and into the pizza shop on every delivery. I run or jog, depending on the house. But if I leave something in the car, I always run back and get it and run back to the house if I forget, like a drink, which I do occasionally. I don't always run, but I've even run into the grocery store and run back out again in order to save time. Because each delivery I can get out is extra potential money. And, the tip. So I try to work very hard to get the most deliveries possible. Because it makes a difference in my family's lives and the food that I can afford to get them. Really, it's all about food for me. My bills are paid for with my hourly wage and my GI Bill, BAH. That's $8.81. Those two things they cover nearly all my bills, but not completely. Not completely. There's still a bit of a gap. A couple of $100 gap. Depending on electricity, that might shoot it up. And I'm late on rent. That would be between $30 and $50. Not rent, rate on water. And my trash. I'm not paying trash right now. I don't have trash service. I'm in the country and it's $80 a month for trash service, but I can't afford that right now. So I've been taking it to the dump myself, which I don't mind too horribly much. It's a little bit gross and dealing with it all. But I got me a trailer that I've been using, but it's been broken for 4 to 5 months. And I was stuffing me trash bags, 3 to a bag, into black trash bags, large ones. But I ran out of those. I'm actually kind of sad to say I actually stole those from a place I worked at in the construction field. Adam Heath. Would be right to me to pay him back. Daggum cockroach crawling around. Oh. The things you can't take care of when you're broke. It's amazing how they creep up on you. By broke, I just mean don't have extra money to spend on anything else. Except food and gas. We have money for food and gas. And the occasional chocolate. Which goes in the food category, so alright. But we don't splurge on food. For me right now, splurging on food is dried fruit like figs, prunes, and dates. That's splurging right now. Because they're expensive. We get food given to us through a charity, which I'm going to tomorrow. Didn't get a chance to go last week or the week before. School. And I don't remember the other reason. It didn't matter because they didn't have anything available for that last week. I think if I had gone this past week, there would have been food there, but I had an appointment for a touch assessment with my teacher, who is the son of the guy who started the school, and is an amazing teacher and like has all of the knowledge just at his fingertips. And I had to give him a 1 hour massage with 4 BMTs and 4 stretches, which I hadn't practiced at all, fitting into the Swedish 1 hour. I did very, very poorly. Very poorly. In certain areas. And in the other areas which I was good at, I shined like a motherfucking star. Because that's kind of who I'm turning into. A person who is like a star. Brightly shining around the dimness of others. I didn't plan it. I didn't even think about it happening. But when you try to do your best at everything, you rise to the top like cream. And you get noticed quite a bit. And people react to you in many different ways, and it can, if you're not used to it, it can be quite confusing. I wasn't going into school with all these people. That's a whole nother. I can get into all of their names too. Oh, I've forgotten a few from work. Caleb, he's probably not going to be around for long. Maximus, who likes Max, but Maximus is way cooler. Now I'm struggling, trying to pull their faces. Steven seems like he's pretty insecure. Got braces. But not that insecure. Just all I can tell is that he's insecure about the braces for sure. For sure that. John, which I think he works somewhere else. He's an assistant manager, but he could do a lot better. He's one of them dark chocolates. Handsome dude. Thinks he takes it for granted though. It's probably given him some things in his life, and so he thinks he can get away with things. We can't get away with anything. It all catches up to us. I think I'm just avoiding the water. Fudge muffins. I just stick my head in. I need to go to bed. It's late. I got out at about 11:45. Oh. So it's already been 13 minutes into this video. That's a very wet towel. 13 minutes. Makes it, what, 103? No, that's not right. That's not right at all. You silly man. It's 12:57, 12:58, 12:58. My brain's not working very well, y'all. Oh, and I've got horrible posture. Look at that. Oh, let's do it right. That's not too bad when you do it right. My back's hurting bad enough as it is. I can't afford to do it not right. You might throw it at the whack. Still got a pretty decent amount of ice, despite the 100-degree weather. Oh, and I shut the daggone freezer. That was probably wise of me. I just talked for 13 minutes. It would have been a huge waste of electricity if I hadn't. It's not too bad to open it with one hand, so that's alright. My freezer lid isn't exactly connected to my freezer, you see. It's still off, rusted the hinges. It's an old freezer. It wasn't well maintained when we got it. we've kept it, I guess, decently maintained. It's been inside at least. But I'm surprised it's still running. I think that's only by the grace of God. So it's a bit more difficult to manage than your average freezer lid. Alrighty. Hello, cold water. I can't say that I missed you too much, but I did. I did think I wanted to get in this water. I laid in the sun today. I actually, I thought it was pretty crazy. So, assuming you can see this, my thing's chromed out, so I can't really tell, but that actually looks red. In this light, in the inside light, it was different, but it was this color right here, all the way down. And I laid in the sun on my back for like 30 minutes at 2 o'clock, so very bright sun. But that doesn't hurt. Usually when I get a sunburn, it hurts, right? But there's no pain there. And it looks almost as much brown as it does red. So I think my physiology is changing. My skin has become very adaptable. And I think tomorrow that will be gone. And it'll be brown. And if I sat in this, there's no question. There's no question of it. Oh, and I need to sit in it. And I did just take a shower. Alright, I'm gonna dunk my head twice, and then I'm gonna sit in it. Oh, I don't really want to mess with the wet shorts. I think I'm out of underwear. I need to put the load in the wash first thing in the morning. Alright. I wonder if I can get any of this dirty stuff out. Oh, I really don't. That's super cool. I really need to get my oh, I want to say thermometer, but I don't feel like that's the right word, and it really upsets me that I don't have the right word. I need to get something to measure the temperature of the water so I can see how cold it actually is. There's no ice in it. Didn't grow any ice. Though I may have earlier. No, I wouldn't have, because I didn't change out the ice. I'll have ice in here in the morning though. That's a fact. I'll have ice in here in the morning. So it's probably I'm gonna guess upper 30s. I'm gonna guess 38. 38, 39. 38, 39. There's really no point in guessing because I don't have the stupid thingy. I mean, it's inside, but I'm not going to go run and get it. I'm in the middle of a daggone video. It'd just be rude. Oh, but now I want to so badly. Okay. Oh. I'm doing it. I'll be back in shortly. Alright, I did it. I don't know how long it took. I don't care because it's done. It's done. So it's this little thing right here, the thing you stick in a chicken, you know? I'm going to stick it right there. Oh, alright then. Alright then, after this I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do next. Two-week plan. 2 weeks. Ah, that wasn't long at all, was it? Forearm's already kind of stinky though, so. That was. Oh. Alright, well, I was a bit off. Not by much though. It was at 41 when I pulled it out. Alright. .40 and a half. So it was 3.5 degrees off. That's not bad for a guess after not having measured this since last year. Since last year. Alright, not that it matters. I'm gonna go back under again and then I'll talk about my future. Nada. Oh, I'm carrying some kind of serious tension in my arms, man. That's pretty painful. I could have stayed in. I probably could have stayed in. Like, I didn't have any breath reactions that time. I don't know how long I stayed in, but my arms started to hurt really frickin' bad, man. I didn't have any food today. Well, I had 4 eggs, but they were liquid eggs in me coffee, which soured because I didn't wash me thermos correctly. I drank it anyways because, well, I felt like I probably needed the energy. It had some butter in it, half a stick of butter, a few tablespoons of avocado oil, a few tablespoons of coconut oil, some stevia, the adaptogenic coffee, and a wee bit of milk. Wasn't that good after it soured though. Damn shame. So I'm now about 34 hours without any solid food. Had chicken and cauliflower and rice yesterday. I think that's right. No, I didn't eat yesterday. No, I got home too late and I didn't eat. Because I have not been eating for the last Tuesday, Monday I ate and then ate again. No, it would have been Tuesday. Tuesday I ate late. Wednesday I didn't eat after 6, and today I didn't eat after 6, and Monday I didn't eat after 6. I'd like to be the person who doesn't eat after 6 because one, they don't need to, and two, because it's better for them. And it's a test of my willpower, really, as well. So I'm going into a fasting protocol, a fasting phase of my life. I've been working for a year now, maybe 2 years, to try and go into a long-term fast of just a liquid fast. I may do milk. I'll definitely do a mineralized water. But I'll cut out the eggs as well. I did it for 12 days on bone broth back in January, and I felt absolutely amazing. I've never felt better in my life than then. So I need to do it again. Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna stick my head in for as long as we can, and then I'm going to sit in it. Yeah, that's next. So head first. Alright, here we go. This is always just a tour of fun. Yeah. Ooh, me sitting on my feetsies. That's past me belly button now. It's a wee bit uncomfortable. The idea is to focus and relax. Relax into the cold. Embracing it. If you can do that, your body doesn't react in shock, it adapts. find that a smile helps. Smile helps with lots of different pain. It's a really useful tool that God's given us, the old smile. Use it on a daily basis, it'll become your best friend. So, I'm going to become a movie star. That's the next step. Just one big old leap. In 2 weeks I'll be a movie star, just like that. Yeah, that's the old plan. But no, for serious, last year, in order to challenge myself, I went and interviewed at an open session commercial agency. They do mainly commercials because that's what's big in Austin. There's not a whole lot of acting here, but there's definitely commercials, and so they have a casting call. I want to say it's every Tuesday, which is also my day off. I need to double check. No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. So I have to go after school and before work, and I'm going to go interview. Not next week. Maybe next week. I don't know. Maybe next week. If not next week, then the week after. But I gotta fix my resume. Mainly my cover letter and a couple of things. Oh yeah, I wanted to get my resume back from Art. He's reviewing it. He's our business teacher at school. So he's reviewed my cover letter and me resume, because that's what I gave him. Everyone else just gave him a cover letter, but I gave him a resume. And that's what everyone should have done, because he would have reviewed the resumes. That's what Jake said to do. He's my teacher. So everyone should have done that, and they could have had good advice on the resumes from Art, who probably would have reviewed them. He seems like the kind of guy who would have taken the time to go over them and really try to help as best he could. Real nice guy. And I'm glad I did. And so with his advice, I'm going to improve the resume, and then I'm going to bring that with me as part of my interview process and work out. I may do it in flow state, or I may come up with a little bit of skit, but I'm basically going to show them all the voices I can do, and basically brag about myself for a little bit, and then ask for the name of their head coach, so that I can go and basically interview with him, and he can test me skill sets for acting. But I'm an ENFP, in touch with my emotions. I'm a feeler. I'm perceptive, intuitive, and efficient. Basically, there's quite a few ENFPs and another EP type who are really good at being actors. I feel like I'm drawn towards it. I'm also incredibly afraid of it, but I know the man that I've become could do really well at it, because I'm quite stable, and I adapt quickly, and I learn very quickly. One of the things they said that directors really like is actors who can use the advice given by the directors and apply it very quickly, so that there's rapid forward progression and improvement. Directors apparently love that. I mean, who wouldn't love that? I like it myself. It's incredibly useful. I was being taught how to sing by my wife's cousin, and there was I could hear it in my voice from her advice. There was a rapid improvement. I could sing just in that one lesson. I can sing a crap ton better now. I'll have to perform for you, but my music's in the car. Maybe I can do that in the morning. I used to do that previously in the first of the year, and I was not very good, not at all. But I think I've gotten better. I'm also going to be going on the worship team, so that'll help me get over my stage fright, which I've got pretty severely. But with time, that'll go away too. I'm actually kind of curious if I've raised the water temperature. Because I think that'd be cool if I have. Let's see. I run pretty warm. Dominique, who I gave her a massage and she gave me a touch assessment. She's the TA. She gave really good feedback. I mentioned her yesterday, I think. Anyway, she called me a furnace, and my wife has called me similar. So I've raised it a half a degree. No, that's because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 2 points. So I've raised it 1.5 degrees. Yeah, because it's now at 42 degrees. And it was at 40.5. So I've raised this water temperature 1.5 degrees just with my own body. I don't know if that's impressive or not. But I mean, it's interesting. There are Tibetan monks, maybe not Tibetan, Shaolin. Doesn't matter. There are monks in Asia who go into the ice freezing cold, ice on top water, and then get out and they dry their clothes. Like, in my head, I see them sitting there and there starts to be steam rising from their clothes, and it dries from the top down or something. But that could all just be ridiculousness, and maybe it's actually baloney. And because sometimes I believe things that aren't true. I try not to do that anymore. It's not really useful. Alright. I feel like that I could sit here for a while. Like, I've gotten used to the pain of it. It's just like sharp tingles. Like, maybe if I sit in here longer, it'll get down to the deeper muscles. But I do got to get up in the morning, and I got stuff to do and places to be. So I got to clean the house and get it ready. I'm hoping I'm going to help Ray deliver some food and help that Christ Helpings. Oh, I don't know their name, but it's a Christian organization who gets the food from the grocery stores and delivers it out to those who need it. And I quite enjoy helping those who show up to load their food up. It's a good feeling, helping others. So I'm going to do that until my help is no longer needed, I suppose. And then hopefully there's some fruits and veggies and maybe some chicken or something that I could bring home for the family. That's been a huge boon to us, and it'd be nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to be done here. Sometimes I'll get a red line. Seems like there's a bit of one right there. I don't know if you can tell or not, but there's a bit of a red line right there. If that changed at all. Let's see what it looks like in the morning anyways. Alright. Now I'm soaking wet a little bit. I'm going to take my pants off before I go inside, because I live in the country and I can do that kind of thing. And I'm going to take them off right here, so I can squeeze them out. That'd be the right thing to do, squeeze them out. Oh, so should I get down here so you can see me, or does that even matter? I don't know. May the road rise to meet you, and may the wind be always at your back, and may the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rains fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand, but most of all may he bless you in the places Or do you have needs?
Have a great day. Oh, it's a 41-minute video. Oh, it's time.